Hi, I wanted to talk to you about the two different kinds of stamp set. Um, I did go over, like, this one's what's called a cling stamp. I did go over a video on this one, which is a cling stamp, on how to set that up. But then we're as close to my heart customers, we're used to the clear stamps, and it looks very different, right? But both of these, whether you're using a clear stamp or a cling stamp, you're going to need an acrylic block. If you're tight on budget, get a larger block, because then you can always reuse it regardless of the size. Okay, and the really cool thing is, if you don't want to use it on this carrier sheet because it's easy to lose, you can easily just put it right onto the case. So regardless of what type of stamp set you get, you're going to get this, looks like kind of like a CD case. It's named on the top here, and if you notice, it also has the images are really small, so you can look at things at a glance. You can also look at how many stamps should be in there, and you can see the item number, okay, and it gives you an image of it. For the clear stamps, it's really cool too, because it has it on the inside so you can see exactly. You don't see that for the rubber ones because you can see it on the back side. You're going to find stamp sets that have this really nice envelope that you just kind of clip it like that. Okay, great. One of the things I do see is that you can't really see it when it first comes in. They have this pocket thing, and then inside of it is the stamp in this white cardboard cardstock, and then there's taped, double-sided tape where the dies sit on. I wish I took a picture of it. And then it sits like this, so you really can't see your die set, which is kind of interesting. What I like to do is, I got some magnet sheets. You can get these anywhere, online, maybe even your local craft stores. If you can't find it, your hardware stores will have them. They're called vent magnetic covers, and you can cut it to size. I just use the cardboard as my guide, and then it comes in this really neat pocket. I fold it all up, put it this way so I can see the stamp set. I can see the die set, and then it's a little wonky to put it in, but that's okay, because then I can just store it, and I have it like this. And if I'm looking, what does this go? I can still see it's from this it's called Adventures Sky Dies. Okay, and it gives you some great tips on here. The other thing is, if you don't want all these different packages, because you're like me, you have really limited storage space, nothing says that you can't just do this. And now you have everything together. And then it's up to you if you want to put, and you can turn this around and see that your matching dies are there. Now you have an extra storage container. So maybe you don't like all these CD cases. I want to separate my dies and stamp sets. Nothing says that I can't just pull this out. Now, Stampin' Up! Does offer these CD cases that you can purchase as well. So if you want everything to look exactly the same, all your dies and your stamp sets to look like that, you can certainly do that. I would personally probably fold this in a couple of times, right? Like so. Maybe fold this in a little bit. And then put my stamp set like this. Like so. And now I just have my stamp sets like that. Okay. If you don't like that, you can purchase these. They're slightly bigger. I think I got these from Temu. But you can get something similar to this in so many different scrapbooking online stores, including on Amazon. And then you can just leave everything in its original case and then transfer everything, So I can take my rubber stamps and stick them like this. I only need my dies. And I can just go like this, take this part out, right? Because these come out. So I slide this out, excuse me. And I can go like this, so I know it's both. And oopsie daisy, put that back here. Or I can do, since I can see that, I could probably put the dies on the other side so things don't fall out as easily, right? And put this in these pockets. So here's some storage ideas, because I know a lot of us are used to pockets, right? Because we had them from Close to My Heart. So now I have, and it takes up a quarter of the space. Look at that, half the space. And this is, so if you look at these two side by side, it does take up half the height. Okay, so that's another thought. Since it's a little bit larger than their pocket ones, you can still use it. And then just the difference between one and the other is not much, just a very small sliver here. Okay, so you can technically, in less space, probably take all of, but you lose the ability to see on the spine what you've got. So